Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. All the 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. classes, all the assignments we submitted at 11:58, all the discussion boards nobody wanted to reply to. Somehow they've all brought us here. But now that we've made it here, the question becomes, what's next? What do we do from this point on? And that question reminds me of a phrase you've probably heard a million times before. A phrase coined by Nike back in 1988, just do it. But let's be honest, if it really were that simple, we'd all be doing the thing. We'd all be asking that girl out, applying for that opportunity, starting that business. But for some reason, most of us don't. Not because we can't, not because we don't have the ability to, but because we're afraid. Afraid to look dumb, afraid to get hurt, afraid to fail. And I know that fear you're feeling because I felt it too. You see, a couple months back, I was trying to learn a backflip with my gymnast friend. And at this gym we were at, they have this foam pit filled with soft cubes so that when you fall, it doesn't hurt. The drop is still a couple of feet. And I was so scared of that couple of feet that I never ended up jumping. For weeks, I would just be sitting still watching him be amazing. And then one day I had the courage and I asked him, how do you do it? How do you do all these scary flips and turns? How do you jump when you're scared? And he said, I just do it scared. But Dylan, I'm nervous, then do it nervous. But Dylan, I'm unqualified, then do it unqualified. But Dylan, I'm tired, then do it tired. But Dylan, I'm scared, then do it scared. Because here's the truth. Your dreams will never become a reality if they stay in your imagination. You can have all the talent, all the potential in the world, but it doesn't matter if you never make that move. You gotta move, even if you're scared, even if you don't have it all figured out. But here's the part no one likes to talk about. Sometimes you will take that leap of faith and you'll still fail. Sometimes you will just do it scared and you'll still fall short. To be honest, I don't really like being on stages or speaking at events, which might sound funny because I'm known as a dude that talks a lot and never stops talking, but truthfully, I don't like it. My heart beats too fast. My mind's always spiraling. I'm always thinking, what if my mind blanks? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I stutter? What if I fail? And I believe some of you in the crowd are asking yourself that same question. But Dylan, what if the girl says no? What if the job rejects me? What if the business fails? What if I fail? That question was just ingrained in my mind. But for the past year, it's been a reality. You see, last year I competed in a competition called Skills USA. Dr. Hodges here loves to brag about me on it because I won first in state. And then I went to nationals and I made top 3. And how it works is they call the top 3 upstage and they call you from third to first. But I got second, even though I thought I went first. That was my dad, sorry. And even though I won that award, I couldn't even enjoy it because all I saw was failure. Not only was it failure, in my opinion, but it ignited a whole season of pain and failures. Because after that, I broke up with my girlfriend who I dated for 2 years, who was absolutely amazing. Then I chased another girl and she broke up with me, and that one really ended badly. Then I failed my first test, shout out business stats, sorry dad. Then I got my first ticket, shout out Hughes Road, sorry dad. Then my appendix blew up and I ended up in the hospital Christmas Day, and I almost died. Then I delayed starting my business for months, not because of outside distractions, but because of my own laziness. And worst of all, I betrayed my best friend for a girl, and I'm sorry. Truly, I'm sorry. Trust me, I failed in every aspect of life you can imagine. So what do you do if you fail? Let's answer that question. We're going to answer it in 2 steps. Step 1, what do you want to live with? The pain of failure, the pain of regret. Because one of these pains is rooted in action and the other in inaction. One of these pains can lead to growth and perseverance, and the other to disappointments and what-ifs. And most importantly, one of these pains lasts for a period of time, and the other can last for a lifetime. Because failure is a teacher, but regret is a prison that some never escape. So first ask yourself, what do you want to live with? And for this next step, I need you to listen very closely. If you've listened to nothing I've said, please listen to this next step, because this step can change the trajectory of your life. Step 2, what do you want to live for? What are you going to live for? Are you going to live for girls or accolades? Trust me, I've been there, done that. That foundation is made of sand. Or are you going to live for people and validation? You see, I did that too, but the second I messed up, they left me and all the praise that came with them. Or maybe you'll live for yourself. I don't know about you, but I did that too, and I let myself down. Everybody lives for something, and whatever you live for will fail you if it doesn't have these 3 things. First, it has to be unchanging because seasons change and life will shift, and it has to be able to stand the test of time. Second, it has to be able to carry your burdens because storms will come, that I promise you. And when they do, you have to have a strong enough foundation that won't break under pressure. And finally, it has to be able to love you unconditionally because you are human and you will make mistakes, that I am sure of. And when you do, it has to be there for you, whether you're in the right or in the wrong. And at the end of the day, if you say that that's money, then go and get it. If that's a dream or an accomplishment, then go and chase it. If that's a girl or a guy, then pursue them. But just know this, if it does not meet every single one of those traits, it will never truly satisfy. Now, I don't live for girls' praise or accolades anymore. I live for Jesus, but this isn't about me. This is about you. So after all the celebrations and the parties of today are done, and your adrenaline and dopamine have calmed down, and you're sitting in your bed and it's just you and your thoughts, I want you to ask yourself this question. What do I want to live for? What am I going to live for? Because that question won't just decide your career or your spouse. It will decide your life. So please, choose wisely.